Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Little Susie Sleever. I know that I'm recording or posting a video in rapid succession. I recorded one the other day, and so this is number 2, but I've gotten a few new subscribers, and my previous video got more views than I have in the past. So I wanted to say thank you, first of all, to all of you guys that have been subscribed to my video, that recently subscribed to my channel, that have been watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough. Keep doing what you're doing. Please share me with your friends. Share me with your colleagues, your family members, whoever you know of that's interested in this surgery. If you're having a surgery and you kind of want to, educate the people around you, that's what I'm here for. So I wanted to do a quick about me video for the people who are new to my channel. I know that I did one kind of an introduction video a while back, but I wanted to do an about me. So my name is Susan, Little Susie Sleever. I am in my mid-30s. I am the mother of 2 boys and 2 cats. I am a full-time nurse, and I am a full-time student as well. I currently work in case management or utilization review, which kind of, the schedule works well with the kids and my college, so it works out well. I am also a military spouse and a Army veteran myself. So I had surgery. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy in August of 2015. I am currently about 5.5 months post-op. I've lost 63 pounds since having surgery as of my last weigh-in, which was this past weekend. I am very happy. I don't regret it in the least. I started the procedure when we were living in Fort Benning, Georgia, which is in Columbus, Georgia. I started the process to have surgery in Augusta at Fort Gordon, Georgia, but it did not work out. So I started the process and then had some hiccups. It was mainly due to psych issues and not personal psych issues. I was told that I could have the psych eval done elsewhere other than Fort Gordon by the provider at Fort Benning or by a civilian provider. So I did. I made an appointment with the provider on post at Fort Benning, and it was going to be about 6 weeks out. So I went ahead and had paid out of pocket to have a psych eval done, and the people at Fort Gordon said, you know what, it's not good enough. So at that point I went to the provider at Fort Benning. My appointment time had come, and I went to it, passed it, and submitted it to Fort Gordon, and I was told that it was not good enough because the provider at Fort Gordon did not personally know the provider who conducted my psych eval. So therefore she couldn't accept it at face value, which I felt was pretty crappy, to be quite honest with you. So at that point I kind of gave up on the process. We had come down on orders, but I say we, my husband had come down on orders, so we were moving to Fort Bliss, Texas, where we are currently, and I had just kind of given up. And then a friend of mine that knew that I was pursuing the surgery said to me, you know what, why don't you see if maybe you can have it done when you get to Fort Bliss? And I thought, you know what, let's just try it. And I was trying to kind of rush things through there at Fort Gordon to try to get the surgery done before we left, and it was very stressful, and it was not a pleasant experience, and it was a 4-hour commute each way to go to Fort Gordon. So I reached out to the bariatric surgery coordinator here at Fort Bliss by the name of Cindy, and she was phenomenal. She was a godsend. She looked at my stuff and said, you know what, you seem like a great candidate so far. Your psych eval works for us. It's a passing psych eval. I don't see anything wrong with it. We need you to have some lab work done, an EGD with biopsies for H. pylori, and an ultrasound of your gallbladder done. So I had all of that done there at Fort Bliss, or at Fort Benning, submitted it over to her, and she said, you know what, that's great. We need you to do an orientation here. You can do it by web from there, and a support group meeting. As soon as you get here, you'll have a support group meeting, and then you'll meet with the surgeon. I said, okay, that sounds perfect. So I signed up for the web seminar, and they weren't broadcasting it over the web that month. So, and they weren't planning one the next month. So I thought, oh dear God, what am I gonna do? And I told her, I said, well, can't the one I did at Fort Gordon count? It's the same surgery. So she said, you know what, send me proof that you did it and whatnot. So in the end, she was able to get me through it. We moved here. We were here 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks. I met with the surgeon, and then a week later I had surgery. It was very, very quick at that point. Initially, I had wanted the gastric band. I had ruled out bypass altogether because it just didn't seem like a good fit for me. I didn't want to alter my anatomy, like my, well, at first I didn't want to alter my anatomy at all. And I had decided against Roux-en-Y or traditional bypass because I didn't want to deal with the malabsorption issues, the frequent dumping issues, the higher risk for malnutrition, things like that. I just, personally, it seemed like it would not fit into my life. So I ruled that out from the get-go, and I was leaning towards the gastric banding or lap band. And I was doing that because I had a friend who was very successful with the lap band. And when I started thinking about it, you know, the risk of erosion seemed like something I didn't want to deal with. The fact that TRICARE pays for one surgery in a lifetime, though you can have it, there's ways around that. But I can get into that at another time if you guys would like. I can give you what knowledge I have about that. It's not a whole lot. But if you've had the band and you need to have it switched and you have it done on post, you can have that done by some providers. But ultimately, the big reason that I decided against gastric banding was because I am a military spouse. We move, and I wouldn't be able to be followed by the same surgeon no matter what. I mean, when we retire, we're not going to live here. So I couldn't be followed by the same surgeon, and there's no guarantee that I'd be able to get that filled or maintained, or have someone remove it if I needed to. So I opted against the gastric banding. And for a while, I had just kind of decided, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to lose weight by myself. And then I hit 250 pounds, and I decided, you know what, no, we're going to do this, period. So I, at that point, decided to have, to pursue the sleeve. And I started that process, like I said, at Fort Gordon, Georgia, while we were at Fort Benning. And it took about a year from start to finish. By the time we PCS'd here and everything, it was 11 months when I had surgery. 10 and a half, 11 months from the start of the procedure, or the process. In total, like I said, I'm down 63 pounds so far. I am nowhere near the end of my journey. I still have about 25, 30 pounds that I'd like to lose, honestly. And I think I'll be happy there. Maybe not. Maybe I want to be lower than that. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. Hopefully I get there. I'm struggling currently. I find that I'm having a harder and harder time losing weight. I'm having stalls that last weeks at a time, and I'm just not very happy about it. Could I do things differently to reduce that? Absolutely. There are times that I eat things that I shouldn't eat. I'm human. There are other things I could do, like maybe working out. I do not work out. I get on the treadmill every once in a while, and I jog a little bit, or I, started doing couch to 5K. I did find out today that there's actually a fitness center at my work at the hospital. It is in our parking garage. There's a building in the center of the base, and there's a fitness center in there, and it's $12 a month. It's split up and deducted from payroll automatically. It's a 6-month commitment. After 6 months, it just, there's no commitment. You can cancel at any time after 6 months. If you cancel before then, they keep taking this $6 every pay period out of your check. It's not like they go against your credit or charge you a penalty for canceling. They just keep taking your $6 every paycheck. So I figure if I'm leaving work, I can at least work out for 30 minutes, 2 or 3, 4 times a week, and it'll be worth it in the end, even if it's just a little bit of progress. So I'm gonna go check out the fitness center tomorrow and just see kind of what I think of it. And as long as it's not like dirty, grimy, gross, then I'm gonna join it. They are closing it down for a couple of months in May to do some work in there of some sort, and they will not bill for that period. They suspend the billing during that time, and go from there. My cat is attacking his food dish and each other. So I do apologize. My cats are assholes. Really big assholes. So beyond that, if there's anything else that you guys would like to know about me as a person, as a nurse, as a military spouse, as a sleever, as anything, I am an open book for the most part with you guys. So feel free to ask. If you have questions about the procedure, ask away. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and share me with your friends. If you have questions or video suggestions or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer everything that I can. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. I have an appointment mid-month this month, and it is my 6-month follow-up. It's right around 6 months, a week or so shy of, but I think it's maybe it's right at 6 months. But I'll do another video at that time if I don't get another one posted before then. My husband's out in the field, so I'm kind of home, and I can make these videos without him being in the background and disturbing him or him disturbing the video. The only thing I have to deal with right now is the kids, which one of them is still at school with friends and the other is in his room reading a book. So I'm pretty much free to do videos. So again, thank you guys. Those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for subscribing, and those who've been here for a while, I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough, and I look forward to the next video. Bye.